thick skin, when he stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers.
Hello?
100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Hello?
Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Hello? 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 I hear somebody. Hello?
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Hello?
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game.
Return. What the hell is this garbage?
A moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I hate that thing.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Going to the UK pay party?
Then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yeah,
they'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run with Hines. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
That was like the nicest cut I've ever made.
Naeem Hines with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they're able to strike first here on the opening drive.
But
his kick is no good.
The Winders got me.
Kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Good boy, buddy.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards.
Not a bad one.
As he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Like 7. Yeah.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley.
All right, he broke the tackle, but stood him up.
8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just kind of ran you over, but you knocked him backwards a little bit.
Leader and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And Gurley on first down, no chance that time. He's swallowed up for a loss of about 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey.
Let's go. 56 the outlaw. 55. Come to my work.
And they'll try the air now with Savage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first
Savage, huh?
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Fielded at the 33. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Juju? We're going to get pooped on anyway, but... Yeah, but you never know.
First down, Murray. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Savage. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Savage. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
I think they toned it down. It's like 50% now, not 100%.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Whoa, bend it like Beckham.
On the board, trailing now at 6-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Damian Ratley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
I thought it was going to get blocked because it did the animation.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Yeah.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Savage. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
That's what it is. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Uh-oh. Where is it?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Savage from the shotgun snap. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And he's got some space here. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play.
And then he juked.
Maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. This is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
We can't get this guy to get a breakout.
Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
I've had like 6
Bengals,
touchdown
they
games
widen their lead. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he
think
gets
I would aim
this
right,
one to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I got Chark to a star, and I want him to get it because he's pretty fast. Because then I can let Julio go for.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Savage. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
That was a quick quarter change.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Savage. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Because he's covering the running back.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Savage, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-up in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 35 to the second down, Savage. And he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. The 40. He's at the 30.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now Murray. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football?
We're learning.
Take your chances
I didn't know it was 11. I thought it was 1.
And he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just...
Because I missed it left anyway, so I was like, oh, the wind just pushed it. But nope, 11. That'll do it. That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, you can't do it again.
You nailed
Fletcher, look at the hustle.
Frustrated. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing. Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth?
Here they go.
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And
this is the first time in a while this has happened.
Air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's even Craig tested it. And I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Throwing is Murray on third down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Noah Fant, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he is a reliable target. They like to get
I forgot to move it, so I purposely missed it left.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Playoffs, you know? The old vanilla offense. And they're trying to move me into the NFC. You read that? Trying to get rid of me.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I mean, I feel like you used to be able to
not only the turnover,
change the
but that
divisions
turned
and
into
stuff.
6 points.
That was like
they got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's
big old bang.
time there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Savage into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Nyheim Hines with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. No problem there on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Route is on. Shut up. Ooh, right down the middle.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Okay, somebody.
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask.
Refs, we got to get control of this game.
Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Oh, he's not down.
For one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
3 guys under him with their knees up.
Here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Laying on top of him.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Nyheim Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half.
You see what Kenny just said? Oh, yeah.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
We don't correct fullback.
This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offensive, I'm declining.
Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right?
Offensive pass interference on RPO.
You want that penalty.
Oh, there's the end of that.
Right? They just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Didn't Callaway just get, like, not suspended, but didn't he get, like, a dumb penalty or something? Because I was going to text you and be like, see all you do
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the ball for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and 2, Savage into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set.
He said 47-3 at the half. Dennis, just go to his house and beat him up.
And running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Hines. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2 times, 2 times. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
On 3rd down, Hines. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Oof.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
You didn't even move, dude.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at the time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Savage. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Just doesn't care that he's hurt. Just good you're a scrub.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Savage. That's complete to Slayton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Told me to go to Nucci's at 2:30. He texted me. I was like,
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Yeah. Then he said he got three drinks.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, he's going to forget.
Here we go, D.
From the gun, Savage. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense
What just
stands
happened?
up on 4th.
Oh, you hit L1. You pitched it. L1's not a receiver.
Execution of that defense right there. The zone was
Well, you said L1, didn't you?
He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
He tried to pitch
exactly
it.
right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
It's like he just dropped it.
Savage now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Bengals will get the football back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable.
I didn't have a chance, though.
But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Hines. Finding some room at midfield. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
It's not Byron,
right? In for a Cincinnati score.
It's 31.
Nyheim Hines, 61 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
do some cleaning? You want to go for a walk?
About set to get this
Danny
drive started.
Jones.
The Green Bay offense
Danny
at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make it
be the future.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
Yeah, I
This is a
haven't
chance
signed
for them
Drew
to
Lock
pick
yet.
themselves
I
back
hope
up
it doesn't
and
come
help
back.
their team.
Yeah, we'll see if
Everyone
they can
in freaking
recoup and recover. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Lock will try to sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
It's our time. It's our time.
He can't go emotional right now. What is it? Oh, I forgot about this. Jesus Christ.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Oh, off your back foot.
He's got it.
Nice play, Drew.
Bengals.
Trying to earn that. He wants like, it's going to be like 44 mil total.
16th on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
But I've looked and like, because he was, some people had QB as like their needs. So I'm like, all right, maybe I could trade him. What's in free agency is not good.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
It's like if Murray ever got hurt.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You go over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now Gurley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Just got to pick up the ground, dude.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Trying to break the tackle. Trying to break the tackle.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking it.
And now look at him go. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 78 yards. as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. He'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down.
You must be dreaming. Get it.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. Got an open man, he completes it to Callaway.
Good job.
They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Antonio Callaway with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys are able to get a score back. Throwing Jones. And this is caught. So they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Yeah, the back out of bounds.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
I'm just taking Hines out. That was Pollard, but that was because I subbed him. So just get him out for good. Good.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Special teams.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Drew Lock, lead us, buddy.
Going to run again here with Pollard. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Watch the pass. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing his lock on third down.
Oh, my Lord.
And
I threw that to the running back.
Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you got the big lead. If you're
I didn't know Julio was close. I would have changed to him.
Like that downfield.
Oh my God!
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
I mean, if that's what my 72 overall is going to get, I might as well. Not going to get any worse. Save that money. Pray Kyler doesn't get hurt.
To get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Clear.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Take go.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Oh, he almost intercepted it.
He actually put his arm
They're just
up.
forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game.
Oh, yeah, he would have.
And now fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Jones. Throwing on fourth down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Well, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
This
offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never be fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Drew Lock, keep it, baby.
First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
It's still not worth it.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know.
Maybe I'll do it.
Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
All you quarterback needing
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Tanking for quarterbacks.
Clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.
Right, Dan, I'd say good game, but
number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so.
Playing skills, you did.
no, I wanted to put it in. No, it didn't go. It didn't go. Damn it.
You hating cause I took no risks. But I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the